Granit, Robin, congratulations on your first away win for Sunderland in the Premier League. First of all, Granit, Kevin Phillips was saying in the studio that you showed everything tonight here at the City Ground to get that win.
Yeah, we had a game plan, and we knew that would be very difficult here. And but what a mentality from the team! This is exactly what we need. More away. What a support from the fans, and looks good to win like this, because I think that, of course, I think that Nottingham was a better team today. But football is not about who is better on the pitch, who scores more, and we won today, and we are very happy.
I like the way you looked at Robin there with your seal of approval, because you, Robin, were well and truly under the cosh. You really had to earn your money second half tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just really happy that I can help the team again, and we got such a massive result in our away game. It's the best feeling, yeah.
What was it about Sunderland that attracted you to come back to the Premier League and play for this team, Granit?
Yeah, first of all, the project. They took me here with my experience, the leadership, what I can bring to the team, and I'm trying day by day, week by week, to show the guys the professional you have to be on this level, and yeah, they make my life easier. Even with my age now, they run, they fight. The mentality what this team has is unbelievable, and we are still in the beginning, and there are so many things more to come. But first of all, we are very happy that, first of all, I'm here with this team and with this in this football club. Leading
this team as well. And in terms of the values and what you're trying to achieve at Sunderland this season, Robin, what is that target? Because so many people have been impressed with what you've done so far.
Yeah, well, of course, the first goal is to stay in, but I think nobody in the dressing room is talking about staying in and try and stay up. We just, every game we go in to win, and I think we showed that today, that with our mentality and coming everywhere to win, we can achieve a lot.
And the goal that obviously has won you the game from the first half, there was a lot of noise around it, but you're going to take those opportunities, aren't you, that come your way, and the advantages?
Yeah, we are training a lot of set pieces. We know how important set pieces are in football today. And one more time, we scored in set pieces, and not just us players, but as well the staff that are helping us day by day with the meetings, with the practice on the pitch, and these are the results after on the pitch.
Will you get a chance to celebrate his birthday?
Well, I think he deserves it after this one. So.
At his age?
Yeah, of course.
But you got the assist as well, so it's been a good day all round. Happy birthday. You're also player of the match, and I don't know whether you're a golf fan. I know you are, Robin, but Europe are winning as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And there's your award.
There you go.
Thank you very much. He deserves as well, but
you can share
because
it.
my birthday, I take it today. Birthday gift.
Enjoy the golf.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure that Granit Xhaka is very much going to enjoy his 33rd birthday. He spoke there about set pieces and saying just how important they were. It was, of course, Xhaka who took that free kick in the first half, which gave the visitors the goal. And we've seen it with Forest last season. We've seen it with Sunderland. Set pieces are important, aren't they? They're key parts of the way they play.
They're vital, and for Ange Postecoglou, he struggled to deal with them, and it's really well worked by Sunderland as well, but really poor defensively from Nottingham Forest. No communication. I mean, no one's seen Alderete at the back there on his own. Chris Wood is too far forward, I believe, so it's 1 versus 3. But it has to be right, and the delivery from Granit Xhaka is perfect. The run from Alderete is perfect, and he heads the ball down from that close, and it goes between Matt Sell's legs, and it's a really well worked goal, but it's a really poor defensive goal to concede because it's too easy.
Do you agree, too easy, Martin?
Yeah, well, defensively it's too easy, but it is really well worked, as Darren has mentioned. And eventually, why shouldn't they use set pieces? If they are not really good enough as an attacking side throughout a 90-minute period, particularly away from home, use all your attributes. Absolutely. It's really, really important. Set pieces are deciding big games now. They're deciding most matches, in all honesty. We're just talking a second or two about Xhaka. I think I've got a lot of time for him, whereas perhaps maybe before I might not have done because of the time that he was at Arsenal, fighting with the crowd. He's reinvented himself. He's been really, really terrific. The last couple of years has been so successful for him as well, too. I have the utmost admiration for him. And he's gone to Sunderland there. Even then I thought to myself, well, what will he do up there? But he's got a bit of personality about him. And in the dressing room, the players will look up to him because of what he has done on the pitch. And fantastic, really, really terrific. He's 33, he's a child.
You said that because I pointed out I'm only I was annoyed when it was implied that was old, of course. He did say in his interview, though, that Forest were actually the better team, but it doesn't matter. It's about the goals that you scored. In that second half, Forest did have some brilliant chances, didn't they? They actually had double the number of shots and double the number of shots on target compared to Sunderland.
Yeah, they did, but I only felt like they only created 2 clear-cut chances, and one was a glaring miss by their best attacking player, which is Chris Wood. But I think a lot of their chances are kind of block shots and a little bit of good defending from Sunderland. I mean, here causing their own problems. Amari Hutchinson, who I thought came on and made a real impact. He had a good chance here, but it's, again, another good save from Roef. But it's probably the Chris Wood chance that the one you'd look at and go, for someone who's been so prolific for a couple of seasons, that's the one you'd expect him to have put it away, and he didn't, Martin.
No, and I think it's just coming in just after this one. That is a really good save by the goalkeeper, and he was in the right spot at the time. But just this one here coming in, and this is meat and drink really for Chris Wood. Last season he would have scored. He puts that in, then it's a long way to defend the last 15, 20 minutes of the game then for Sunderland. But they earned that little bit of luck. Well done there.
Yeah, 20 goals for Chris Wood last season. Do you think there's an element of him and the rest of the team having to adapt to this slightly new way of playing, and it is gonna take some time?
Yeah, it is going to take time. I think last season, certainly, the way that they played that counter-attacking football, he always had bodies not too far around him. So he had Elanga, he had Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs White just behind him. So he was never really isolated. I think the way that Ange wants to play now, he might find himself like we saw in that first half, where he's a little bit isolated, where there's no bodies anywhere near him. So he's going to have to find a way to adapt. But that chance today, I think the biggest thing is that he's seen it the whole way. And for someone who's as good as he has been, Chris Wood, in his career, and certainly last season, he will be disappointed that he's not hit the target, but he should score in that situation.
Keeping him young, it seems. These celebrations are special for Sunderland, getting that first away when you could sense what that really means for them. But it's a big talking point, isn't it, Andy, the actual goal? Because this is what Forest are going to be talking about. I think it's fair to say that everyone on the ground was unsure what the referee had given in this instance.
Yeah, I think everybody was probably unsure. Didn't really know. We were talking about it here as it happened and weren't really sure what happened. So these are the type of decisions that really kind of drive me mad, really. You know, when you watch Premier League games, these are talking about referees that are at the top level and they make decisions like that. It's just a really, really poor decision. There's absolutely nothing in it. Might caught, might not. There's nothing in it. Play on the game. Goes on. Nobody even questions it. Nobody brings it up. Nobody mentions it. Instead, the referee now becomes a really, really big talking point, and that's not what we
Yellow card for simulation. We don't see too many of that type of incident. Normally it's for when a player goes over diving in the box or something like that. Not in that sort of moment. I think that's what surprised a lot of people, and if you're just joining us, that was what the yellow card was for. And a free kick against Nottingham Forest in a dangerous area for Sunderland. And as you heard, they've been working on set pieces. They now have a specialist set piece coach, Kevin, which they never had before.
No, and it's paid off. You can see that. I think it was made a little bit easier by the defending from Forest, but nevertheless, you know, you can see they've worked on it. Alderete, they're going to make the block, he's going to peel round the back, and then it's just a great delivery from Xhaka into a perfect area. And it almost seems too simple, doesn't it? But they'll be working on it on the training ground, and then it's, can we finish it? Yes, he gets the finish, and, you know, contentious decision, but, you know, to win football matches, you need that little bit of luck. Is that little bit of luck that Sunderland got? But they certainly deserved that goal with just the way they worked that free kick. And from Forest's point of view, really, you know, it's poor defending. I think you saw that with Ange Postecoglou when they went to him on the touchline.
But Forest certainly had their chances to get back into it.
Yeah, they had plenty of chances. Look, obviously it's going to be a disappointing night for Forest supporters. The team are going to be disappointed. Manager, that's quite obvious. But I've seen enough tonight to know that they're going to be okay. They've created chances, played some really good football at times. You know, we're looking at this chance here, and the night that skids off this slippy surface and goes in, a decent save. But I think this was the one really that everybody's looking at. Hutchinson, who does great on the right-hand side, gets across. Woodsy gets across the front post there, and a really good effort.
A lot of those were going in last season.
Yeah, they were. But, you know, Hutchinson comes on, made a real impact in the game. I thought he was a real threat on that right-hand side. Thought he'd done well, and hasn't quite gone. I think this is, you know, the one where he comes back on his left foot here and really whips in a brilliant ball. And
everyone's thinking goal.
Yeah.
But look, this bread and butter for Chris Woods. He knocks them in 99 times out of 100. It's skidded off his head. He'll be having absolute nightmares about it. But you can't really criticise him too much with the amount of goals that he scored for the football club.
That's what he thought of it. It's tough, isn't it? Because it's his first home game in charge. People are asking questions because he's yet to find a win in the first 4 games. And I suppose if you want to try and endear yourself to your new fan base, it's only wins that are going to do that.
Yeah, of course it's disappointing. And the manager, you know, you probably hear the interview and he'll say that's disappointing. But like I said, I'm seeing enough kind of day to day, and I'm seeing enough from that game tonight and the other games, brilliant against Betis. At time played some good football tonight. Once that little bit of cutting edge just kind of clicks into place and they find the rhythm, he's got to keep hitting home his messages, then I believe that they will be able to kick on.
And for Sunderland, an easy one next.
Yeah, Man United.